Hello, welcome to the Chit Chat Knits podcast. My name is Darcy and I'm the maker at Chit Chat Knits. If you're new today, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're returning, I thank you so much for sticking with me. You're amazing. Well, today is Friday, June 28th. I actually looked at the date today so I would say it correctly. Here in western Wisconsin, I'm looking out at the lake. I have a lake out here. Oh, I see a pontoon boat going by. It is cold and rainy. My neighbor told me that we got an inch of rain last night. So everything is green and lush and gorgeous. But I'm hoping that we get some nice warm weather because my grandkids are coming next week and I know they're going to want to play on the beach. So we're hoping for good weather. But anyway, today we have knitting and a little bit of quilting and some other fun things that I want to tell you about. But before we begin, let me tell you about the fun thing I did last weekend. Now, if you've been here, you know that I love single track mountain biking. Now, I know I'm a little out of the usual demographic for mountain biking, but my husband and I love it. We started riding mountain bike I think it's been about 7 years ago. Some friends introduced us and we just love it. And if you've been here, you've seen that we've been in Florida, we were in Moab, we love to travel around, we love to mountain bike. And if you were here last summer, you know that I fell and broke my collarbone. So I wanted to go to, I've been to women's mountain bike clinics before, and I just wanted to go and kind of do a little refresher course on the basics, just make sure that everything I was doing was still on track. And so I signed up for a clinic, and my friend Katie signed up with me, and we went up to Hayward, Wisconsin, which is north of here by about 2.5 hours. And there's a beautiful, beautiful trail system there. They're called the Camba Trails. It's a Squamigon National Forest is where they're in. So it's Squamigon is how it's pronounced. It's not spelled that way, but it's Squamigon Area Mountain Bike Association Trails. And it's a network. I think I heard it was 140 miles of trails. So this is a pretty extensive trail system in the beautiful, beautiful northern Wisconsin woods. The only problem with the northern woods in June is that the mosquitoes are ready to have a banquet on people like me. And they did. But anyway, we survived the mosquitoes. We had an awesome time meeting other lady mountain bikers. It was all ladies. Riding, brushing up on skills, just having a great time. And here was the amazingly fun part about it. So on Friday night, they have a meet and greet and dinner. And we really didn't know any other people that were going. We didn't go with a group or anything. But we just sat down at a table, and one lady came and sat down with us, and we visited. And then another lady came, just visiting, having our dinner, whatever. And one of the ladies was from south of Madison, Wisconsin. And you know that I've been going to Madison. And a couple of episodes ago, I showed you the Sow's Ear yarn shop that I love to go to and coffee shop. And so I just said, oh, you're south of Madison. I love to go to the Sow's Ear in Verona. And she said, I do too. She said, are you a knitter? And I said, yes, I am. And the other lady at the table said, I'm a knitter too. So it was just coincidental that we sat down. These ladies came and sat with us, and pretty soon we had a table full of knitters and mountain bike riders, which was amazing. So then the next night, we had another dinner, and the word spread about the lady mountain biker knitters. And then we had more people come sit at our table who also loved knitting and mountain biking. It was so much fun. And did I get any pictures? No, I did not, because I was too busy having fun and chatting away. But anyway, it was a great experience. I'm really glad I went, brushed up on skills, just had a great ride on one of my favorite trails on Sunday with a group of awesome mountain biking ladies. So good stuff. Well, let's talk about, now that we've talked about that great experience, let's talk about what you're looking at. So last time I showed you that I was knitting a top that I was designing, and it's done. I did it in, well, it was less than 10 days I knit this top, and I love it. So I'll stand up. I love eyelets. So you see I have an eyelet row here and here, and I also have the eyelets along the neck with a I-cord neckline, just a simple I-cord neckline. My 3 contrasting stripes, just the 3. I like 3. Good things come in 3s. And then some fun texture. I love it. It's comfortable. I can't say enough. I love the fit that I got. I used some formulas and swatched. Yes, I swatched and got just what I want. So let me tell you about the yarn. I told you last time, but I'm going to tell you again. This is Anchor Bay by Cascade. It's 50% cotton. You can see it down here. 50% cotton, 50% superwash merino. I love knitting with this yarn. Now, because it's cotton, it does split a little bit. So I found that using a wood needle rather than a metal needle kind of helped me not such a pointed tip needle too, sort of helped with the splittiness. When you're knitting with cotton, you're going to have, my experience is that it's going to be splitty. But I love the fabric. I love the way it drapes. I love the way it fits. I did make it cropped. I just have these loose Toad & Co. pants on today because they're very comfortable. But I'll probably wear it with some high-waisted jeans, maybe a high-waisted skirt. I don't know. It's just comfortable. It's soft. It's comfortable. And here's what I had left of the purple. Okay, so the details. For 100 grams, it's 262 yards. And I used 3 full skeins. Now my swatch, that's not including my swatch. So I could have taken my swatch out to get a little more. But this is 9 grams. That's what I had left. Didn't bother to neatly roll it up. But I will save it because it could be a stripe. It could be a stripe in another one. So the colors, I've got it written here. This is called, it's number 37, and it's Prism Violet is the purple color. And then here's the lime color, green color, and that is number 13, Moss. It is a mossy lime color green. And I bought 1 skein and used 10 grams. So I've got quite a bit left here to do something else with. You know, I had thought about a scarf. to go with it, with just a little bit of this purple. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to use it because I really like it. I'm very, very happy with my sweater. And one thing that I did the regular rounded yoke, but then when I got down here, oh, I don't even know if you can see, I did some raglan increases. So instead of having another increase all the way across, I have a little bit of raglan increase in here. And I think that's nice because then I don't get all that fabric under the arm. I love the way it fits me. I think it's super comfortable. And I like the sleeve length. I like a little bit longer sleeve. You know, instead of a shorty sleeve. I'm more comfortable with a little bit of sleeve in a summer sweater. So very, very happy with my sweater. Love it. And I loved it so much that I started another one. So I will show you that in just a few minutes here. Another finished object. I think I showed you this last time. Did I have one done last time? I'm not sure. Anyway, I have two Katie socks. There they are. The turquoise is by Bella Fio Yarn, and her colorway is called Blue Lagoon. Love it. Let me get them back here so you can see them. And then I added this red. You know, sometimes I like to order indie dyed mini skein packs, or, you know, like just packs where they put together, they curate a pack. Well, sometimes you get one in there, and I have several that I haven't known what to do with. And so this time I thought, I am just going to use them for my ribbing and my toes and let that fun speckle happen. Because with this pattern, I think you really need a more tonal or solid yarn to let that beautiful patterning show. And that patterning is pretty easy, let me tell you. It's only slip stitches. Well, not only, knits, purls, and slip stitches. Nothing difficult. You're lifting up some strands and knitting a stitch, and when the pattern comes out, there will be a video tutorial that shows you how to do it. I'm going to do that. Anyway, the pattern has gone out to testers, and it's being tested, and they're quick because, you know, there's no leg to knit, just the ribbing, and then you start on the heel flap and gusset. So I don't think it's going to take testers very long, and we'll get that pattern out. They're called the Katie sock, and I love them so much that I started another pair of Katie socks too, along with my second sweater. All right, so before I show you those, I want to tell you about a quilt that I made. You know that I love quilts. I have quilts hanging all over my house just because I love them and I love making them, and I have wonderful quilting friends. I've been quilting for about 40 years, I guess. I do more knitting now than quilting, but I still love to make quilts. And my sons have asked for quilts for Christmas, queen size bed quilts. So I do need to get cracking on that because it is almost the 1st of July, and it will take me time to make quilts for them. So I need to crack on with that, and I will get to that very soon. But anyway, I have a little story to tell. So we have had a death in our family. One of my brothers-in-law, who is in very poor health, has passed away. In fact, my husband is on his way to travel across states to go to the funeral now. I didn't go because we have other company coming, But my dear, sweet sister-in-law is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. And beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. And she had told me the last time we were visiting them that she loves the color yellow. And so over the weekend while I was at the mountain bike clinic, I got to thinking about some yellow and green quilt blocks that I had stuffed away in my quilting room that I made years ago and just had never finished that quilt. So I said to my friend, I really feel like I should put these blocks together. I don't even know how many I have. I think I have enough for a lap size quilt, but I don't even know what's in there. I know they're yellow and green, and I know she loves yellow. So I said, I really feel like I should get that put together, see if I could get it quilted, get the binding on, and send it out to be given to my sister-in-law. And she said, yes, you should. I don't know anything about quilting, but I will help you. I can iron, I can bring you stuff, I can do whatever you need to assist you, and we're going to get this done. There's a friend for you, right? So we got home Sunday night. We got back here to my house on Sunday night, unpacked, and she was actually going to stay over before she went on home. And so I went in, and sure enough, I thought I'd have to dig deep to find these quilt blocks, but miraculously, the box was right on the top. Pulled it out, came out to the dining room, opened the box, and the quilt top was all pieced together. All it needed were borders, get it quilted, get the binding on, and it would be done. It was there. It was half done, more than half done. So it was late Sunday night. Monday morning, we ran to the fabric store. We got what I needed to finish it, came back. She helped me. We put it together. In the meantime, I had contacted a friend who's an amazing machine quilter and she's a real speed person. So I felt pretty comfortable saying, hey, I have this project. I'd love to get it done. This is on the weekend. I can't give it to you till Monday night, and I would need it back Wednesday because I have to get the binding on. Is there any way you would consider doing this? And she texted back, this friend texted back and said, absolutely, I will help you out, whatever you need. I know, amazing friends. We've been friends for 30 years. Amazing. So Monday morning, got the quilt finished up, ran to the fabric store, came back, put the borders on, got the backing, got the batting, got it all together. Called my friend, said, I've got it together. She said, bring it over. Brought it over to her house. She called me, my days. She called me Tuesday midday. So she had it less than 24 hours. She called me midday Tuesday and said, your quilt is done. Come and pick it up. So I drove over to her house, 15 miles away, picked up the quilt, came home, put the edging on. The binding is called the edging. Let's see, you can see here. See, there's an edging on there that covers up that edge. Put that edging on, hand stitched Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., and I didn't stay up all night, but I'm an early riser. The quilt was done, ready to go out to my sister-in-law. So I will have put a picture in here somewhere while I've been talking about it to show you this pretty little quilt. And I just pray that it brings her joy. This sunny yellow will bring her joy during this difficult time. Pretty miraculous that things fell together the way they did. It's just awesome. So anyway, that was a very quick quilty project, and I'm so pleased. But now let's get back to what I'm knitting. Okay, so let's see. Before we do that, I need to talk about this bag. Remember, I showed this, I made this little bag a couple episodes ago. I called out the winner, and the winner is Cheryl O.9098, and asked Cheryl to contact me, and I have not heard from her. So Cheryl, I really hope that you see this or you watch last time's episode and you will contact me, because I'd love to get this shipped out to you. And I just think that I don't want to wait too long, because I think this is a very summery fabric. So I hate to say this, but if I don't hear from you by next time, Cheryl, I think we'll draw another winner. Really hope you'll contact me. chitchatknits@gmail.com. Please send me a message with your full name, address, and I can get this sent out to you. Okay, I would like to get some more bags out, make some more and get them out. We've been talking about our cabin for the Crazy Sock Ladies summer sock camp. And I made a cabin, a pretend cabin, in our Chit Chat Knits Ravelry group. And last time I cast, we had 20 finished pairs of socks. Our cabin is called the Happy Days Cabin. We had 20 pair, and I know now we are well over, we are at least at 25. Yay! You're doing great. So I would love to make another bag and send out to a sock, someone who has finished a pair of socks in our group on the next cast. And if you're not in our group and you are making socks, just tell me you're making socks, and we'll take, just use the word socks in a comment, and we'll pick from the Ravelry group and the socks. Say something about knitting socks. Are you knitting socks on the beach this summer? Let me tell you, the kiddos will be here next week, and I am planning on beach knitting. Let me show you my second pair. So this was this was actually the second pair of Katie socks I made, but now I only used, for this Blue Lagoon, I used less than 40 grams. So I still have a lot from that skein, that 100 gram skein, and still in here's my bag, my summer sock camp bag, just a bag I made. There's my beach knitter pin that my friend gave me. So that's my summer sock camp bag that I'm using. But I would love to make a bag and send one out to somebody. Anyway, here's my second pair that I started. There's my little, let me take my stitch counter off. What do you use to count your stitches? Do you have a method? I always go back to these little things. I don't know. But I thought that Blue Lagoon was so pretty that the other morning while I was up early, I thought, I'm just going to start another one. So this is the variegated. Again, it was a 20 gram skein, came with a pack, and I had never used it because I just wasn't sure what to do with a variegated mini. So look at how cute that is. Love that. I think it's so cute. And then I'll just do it like I did this one where I went to the toe with that same one. They're just really fun to knit. Testers are at it. They're so cute. I love them. And I really love the fit. I talked about how I made the heel flap more rows, which also then gave me more knitting here, which helped compensate for slip stitches pulling in. I also knit them before I started the toe. I went just like a 1/4 inch longer. And let me tell you, I love the fit of these. So I just want to wear them all the time because it's humid here. We get a lot of humidity in the summer. So we have to have the air conditioning on just for the humidity. And then my feet are cold. And if I put on warm slippers, then my feet are too hot. I know. First world problems. But anyway, just light, simple socks work the best. So that's why I'm loving making these, because they really help me out. Well, I told you that I had started another sweater. I think I'm going to call this the Pop Top Tee, because it has a little pop of color. It has some bobbles that pop out a little bit. Pop Top Tee. I really would like to get this pattern graded and out in case people would like to knit it. But let me show you the second one I'm working on. Here in my bag down here, my basket. So I decided to make another one. Now let me tell you just a teeny bit more about this Anchor Bay by Cascade. I know I keep talking about it, but some more might have come in my mailbox. I'm pointing up here because I'm going to put my mailbox graphic right there. So from Jimmy Beam's Wool, it's only there's not all of the colors, but they're only $8.05 a skein for 100 yards 100 grams, 262 yards. So it's a DK weight, and I think that's a really good price. It's you can make a summer sweater. Well, you could make a sweater very reasonably priced. And I feel like it's a quality yarn. So I started another one, and this one will be for a friend. And look at that. The turquoise, light turquoise color is called 12 Aqua. I guess Aqua is a better, this is just a provisional cast on. That'll get removed and an I-cord will be added. But then I added this hunter green. I know that maybe is a little strange to put aqua and hunter together, but this is going to look so good on my friend. And sometimes I like color pairings that maybe speak a little bit, that make you think, oh, that's interesting, but I like it. So that's what I've done here. Isn't it fun? It's so addicting. This yoke is so, I just want to sit down and do it, because you do a couple rows and then you do, you do one thing and then you have a few rows and then, oh, something new. And then a few rows, oh, something else new. So it just keeps me going. It's so fun. So that one is on the needles and loving it, love it. And it goes pretty fast. So let's see. So 2 things on the needles, my sock, and Pop Top Tee. There are some other things on the needles, but I cannot tell you about them. There's a mystery knit pattern that'll be coming, and it's really fun. Details later. So in the mailbox, there was more, because if I was ordering, I decided to order more. So this one is called, it's number 23 Coral. The forest green was called the Hunter Green, number 35. And I could only get one of those. I think that one's out. But you can get it other places. It's $11.50 is the regular price. So that's pretty reasonable. But look at that coral color. This is my summer color right here, right here. So I have another sweater pattern idea that I would like to do. And here's the crazy idea that's in my head. Somebody please tell me that I'm crazy and I shouldn't try to do this. Have you heard of Shark Week? The politically incorrect knitters do something called Shark Week. What you do is you pick a pattern. I think you have to tell them what you're going to knit, what you're going to do. You pick your project, you cast on July 7th, and it runs for only 1 week. If you don't make it, you rip it out. You get bit by the shark and you rip out your project. Okay, is it crazy to design and knit a sweater in 1 week? Yes, it is crazy to think I can do this. Do I want to do this? Absolutely. Are you doing Shark Week? Anybody else doing Shark Week? Do you have your project planned? Have you done what you need to register it? Am I crazy? Yeah, probably. Am I going to try? Probably. Probably. We'll see. Watch my Instagram. I'll let you know if I end up doing it. Anyway, the more I talk about it, the more I think I have to do it. I don't even have, the design is still up here. It's not even written down. And I think I want to do it. Is there a definition of, is this a certain type of crazy? Maybe. Maybe there's a certain definition that needs to be evaluated. I don't know. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, I have a couple more things I want to tell you about. So that's all the projects that I can show you for now. But I want to tell you about something else I'm very, very, very excited for. And that is the Makers Meetup. And it's at the Hilton Garden Inn in Hoffman Estates, and that's a suburb of Chicago. And it's happening July 26th and 27th. And I am going. I made a hotel reservation. My friend Katie, my young friend Katie, is going with me. And we are so excited for this road trip and to meet other makers. So raise your hand if you are going to. This is hosted by Penny and Kendra. And Penny is the podcaster at PJ Knits, and she talks all about it she and Kendra talk all about it. It's episode 114 of the PJ Knits podcast. All the details. And to my understanding, there are a couple of really nice yarn shops nearby. So I'm sure that will have to happen, a little visit there. And basically, it's an unstructured retreat. You just come. There's no cost for it. You just come. You get your own room. They have a block of rooms that's available. I think that ends, though. So if you are thinking, maybe I'd like to go, check that out right away, because the room price is very reasonable. And if you think you'd like to come, I'd love to meet you. That would be really fun. Raise your hand if you're already going. Raise your hand if you think this would be fun. We'll see. I'm really excited. So I will be wearing my pop top tee, and Katie will be wearing hers, and it's going to be just a fun, relaxed get to meet people weekend. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about that. Now, the second thing I wanted to tell you about is related to my friend Carla of the Carla Knits podcast. Now, Carla put out a great video, well, it's less than a week ago. And what she talks about are books, yarn fiction. She calls it yarn fiction, cozy mysteries, rom-com, and more. And I'll try to put a link down below. But anyway, she talks about all kinds of knitting, crafting related fiction books. So I just wanted to tell you about that so you could go over to the Carla Knits podcast. I'll try to link. And if you're interested in fun little novels, fiction books that include knitting, crocheting, crafting, hop on over there and check out. She has so many that she talks about. Really a fun video. And I just picked this up on Thrift Books. I love thrift books. Let me tell you, there might have been an order placed this morning for more books. Anyway, it's so amazing. You just look at them on there and you just click and then they come to your house. The nice people bring them right to your door. It's so wonderful. Crazy. But anyway, you've probably read this before, and I've read it, and I've also listened to the audiobook, but this is one by Maggie Sefton, and I'm just really enjoying her series this summer. So go over and check out Carla's, what'd she call it? She called it Yarn Fiction, Cozy Mysteries, Rom-Com, and More video. Very nice job, Carla. Beautiful job doing that. One more thing with Carla is that she is doing a Merry Make-Along through the month of July. So July's coming, and this is to make holiday themed, Christmas themed, I think it's Christmas, projects. So I have something in mind. I have ordered a kit, actually, of something really different for me that I want to try to make. So hopefully my kit will come soon and I can show it to you because I think it'll be fun. All right, I think that's it. I think I've covered it all. I'm over what I usually kind of stick to, so I guess it's time to get going. Cheryl O.9098, will you please contact me, because I would love to get this sent out to you. And if you're knitting socks, leave me a comment about socks, whatever. Go visit our Ravelry group, the Happy Days Cabin, and see all the beautiful socks that people are knitting. Okay, time to go. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope all your summer making, whether on the beach or not, brings you great joy. Bye for now.